Topic is the Italian campaign.
The 5th U.S. and 8th British Armies landed on Sicily on July 9, 1943. General Patton was selected to attack on the left flank around General Montgomery. Patton beat the British to Messina. On 25th July, the King Emmanuel overthrew Mussolini. The monarchy tried to make an armistice with the Allies. The Germans rescued Mussolini from prison and set him up as a puppet leader over a new republic.
On 3rd, Montgomery landed at the toe of Italy after an extensive artillery bombardment, just before the 5th U.S. Army landed at Salerno, below Naples on the 9th, Italy, including the Foggia airfields and the valuable port of Naples. By December, the Germans had retreated to the natural fortresses along the Liri Valley just south of Rome. The Allies were about to attempt something that had only been done once in Rome's history: capture the Eternal City from its southern approaches.
An estimated 180 men were killed or wounded during this 4-month period. The British had a hard time on the East Coast because of the many rivers and ridges that crossed their path. On the Casino Front, or Gustav Line, the U.S. had to step back on the crossing of the Rapido River. The 2nd Corps were landed further than the north behind German lines at Anizo. Both fronts became a stalemate after their 3 attacks were made against the Gustav Line. The Allies made a controversial decision to bomb the Abbey Montecasino.
After receiving more fresh troops, the spring offensive came on May 11th. The Gustav Line was broken, and by June 4, 1944, the Allies had linked up and advanced into Rome, as the Germans gave it up without causing further damage. The Germans were fighting a delaying action as they retreated north of the Arno River line and into their major defense line in the mountains.
Set up a defense line north of Rome along the backbone of the northern Apennine Mountains. Again, the British attacked along the east coast. The main crossing of the Apennines was ATL Fuda Pass. This was heavily defended, so the main attack was at Il Giogo Pass to the east. This fighting was described as an all-uphill battle, as several large peaks had to be assaulted. Both the 5th and 8th Armies were drained of men as units were pulled out for the invasion of Normandy in southern France. Without sufficient reserves, the fighting drew to a stalemate as the second winter in Italy set in.
A few more units arrived, most notably the 10th Mountain Division, which was used effectively during late winter operations. On April 19th, the British initiated an attack towards Bologna. This was followed by the 5th Army attack that had been delayed by a couple of days. After fall of Bologna, the Allies pushed out of the mountains and raced across the Po River Valley. Amid much confusion, the Allies advanced rapidly and chased the retreating Germans into the Alps. Mussolini and 15 other fascist leaders were executed by the partisans.
The Allies wanted to establish a position in Italy so that they could attach to the German territories and resources and relieve the Soviet Union from the German advance. The secondary purpose was to tie up German forces that might resist the Channel invasion. The captured airfields in Italy were of great importance in the strategic bombing of German territories, such as the oil fields in Palesti. Churchill and many commanders didn't think that the Germans would defend Italy and assumed the campaign would be completed by the end of 1944. There were even plans to move the troops around Alps and into Vienna.